My name is Steve Shearing. I own the U.S. Air Force sponsored snowcross and side-by-side race teams. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of our shop. I'm going to talk about technology, what it's like being a team owner, and how I got here. In addition to that, I'm going to introduce you to our pro snowcross racers, Hunter Patino and Lincoln Lemieux, as well as our pro UTV racer, Elliot Burns, who also builds the snowmobiles in the winter. We've got 23 acres in the city of Aurora. We have our own test track. We make our own snow. We have a huge race shop facility. We've got lodging for my guys. We've got 7 bedrooms in there and a couple of kitchens. We've got parking across the road for everybody that comes up and uses our facility. We've got a pile of heavy equipment for maintaining the track.
Hey everyone, my name's Lincoln Lemieux. I'm the number 13 for the U.S. Air Force team.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter Patino. I'm number 8 for the U.S. Air Force snowmobile team.
So I started riding snowmobiles when I was 6 years old. I went to my first race at 6 years old, and I've been doing it ever since. When I was 20 years old, Steve Shearing picked me up to race for him. He had a couple riders that were injured, so he needed me to fill in, and I've been on the team ever since.
And I started racing when I was 8 years old. I raced my first race in Windham, New York, and just kind of fell in love with it on that first day, and kind of never looked back after that. And I'm fortunate enough to have been picked up by Steve Shearing in my rookie year of Pro Light, and since I've been on his team, I've won one championship, got second place in another championship, and now I'm a rookie in the Pro class. Obviously, having a good attitude is really important because the season can be super long. If there's a lot of negativity in the trailer, and even on the bad days, you just got to try to keep as positive of an attitude as you can, and just not let the lows get too low and the highs get too high.
Yeah, snowcross is a really competitive sport, so when you start in the back of the pack, you're always trying to push your hardest to get to the front, and sometimes it doesn't always go that way. There's been a few times where I've been pushing, trying to pass people, and you accidentally hit them, clip them, and you take some pretty bad crashes. So throughout our careers, we've definitely had a lot of injuries. I've dislocated both shoulders, I tore my left ACL, I got landed on in Lake Geneva when I was 15. So, there's never a time where you can take a break during snowcross. You have to be mentally strong and mentally prepared every race.
Partnership with the Air Force is more than just going to the races and having the Air Force logo on it, sleds, and the UTV. We do school visits prior to each race, where we'll bring our whole race team, the race transporter, and we'll talk about technology, making good choices in life, and let a recruiter talk about the Air Force, and we'll give these kids a chance to actually talk to Lincoln, Hunter, Elliot, myself.
Yeah, flying in an F-16 is an experience that I've never felt anywhere else, and it's to this day one of the coolest things that I've ever done, and it probably will be for the rest of my life. So
I'd say for the little kids that are racing on tour already, never take it for granted. There's definitely a few times when I was younger that I didn't want to be at the track. It wasn't fun, but our parents and our owner now devote so much time and money into the sport that you can never take it for granted. Always work your hardest, and just have fun with it.
So each one of our race snowmobiles has the equivalent of what's called a data acquisition system, which is the same as a black box on an airplane. Ours are all Wi-Fi enabled, they each have their own hotspot. So what we're doing today is we're testing, trying to go faster, and we're downloading information. So you can see I've already connected to the hotspot. What that is showing us, the functions I have turned on now: exhaust temperature, engine RPMs, throttle position sensor, the vehicle speed, and then we also have one we can clip on for engine temp, water temperature, knock counts, all that stuff we can do.
Hi, I'm Elliot Burns, and I'm both a driver and a mechanic for Shearing Speed Sports. During the summer months, we keep our role busy here at Shearing Speed Sports racing Pro Mod UTVs. I'm the driver, the builder. For the most part, I have 2 mechanics, and we conquer the weekends and chase a championship. We started with a 2020 Can-Am X3, and we bring it into our shop here. And then we go through and put a full chromoly cage and build it into what it takes to be a race car. At the business end of the machine, we have all the good stuff. Radiator, keeping that 900 Ace Rotax cool. We have an intercooler in here that keeps that cold air going into the engine. The feeling when you get inside one of these is unreal. Put the belts on, you get them tight, you get your hands on that steering wheel and you wait for that green flag to drop. The feeling and the rush is like nothing else. In the wintertime, I'm a technician mechanic for Sharing Speed Sports with our snowcross team.
Being a mechanic allows him to always think, what can I do to that vehicle to make it better? So he's got a vast history of knowledge that more than likely he solved that problem once before, and he can carry that forward.
It's truly a passion. You have to have a passion for the sport. And I've had that since I was a young kid. And my life now, I just live inside of a big toolbox for the winter. It's really what I do. We bring snowmobiles in, we fix them, we rebuild them, we get them ready to go race, win races. And it's really just following my dream.
My career is not for everybody. It's not a 9-to-5 job. We travel all over the United States in the winter for the snowcross races and the summer for the UTV races. We're on the road 3 out of 4 weekends every single month in the winter, and there's a family of about 8 of us that travel all the time, so it's not for everybody, but what a cool lifestyle. So my message to you is, whether you join the Air Force, whether you go to college, whether you go to work, focus on technology. That's your future.